Today on Drawbli, we are drawing.
I'm blanking. Material studies.
You can join us by sharing your art online using the hashtag Drawbli and click the subscribe button to be notified of future videos.
All right, then. What material? So, first of all, before we even get into what materials we're referencing,
Ahan Adogan.
that is the artist. He did a whole big panel of...
We're stealing from him. And by
Yes.
stealing, we're learning.
We're learning.
We're learning.
So thank you, Mr.
Ahan.
Ahan.
We'll put a link to Ahan.
Ahan's art station.
Yeah. Or yeah, we'll do that.
We'll do it. I will.
So I'm always a little hesitant with certain links like that because, like, in the future, if ArtStation doesn't exist, like, what then?
Well-
but like, we'll just put his full name. And
I mean, it's
There
not
we go.
like we're the National Archive Library where everything we say has to stand the test of time forever.
But I like to, yes, but I, as an artist, know, oh, wow, this is the worst cube I've ever drawn in my entire life, and I'm embarrassed. Nobody look at my cube.
Nobody look at his cube.
Don't,
Avert your eyes.
don't look at my cube. Oh, God. That just
Are you
sounds
looking? Stop looking. Look away.
wrong. Get out of here. But yeah, like, as an artist, Abigail.
As an artist.
I have had situations where, art has been reposted or taken and without given credit, and either intentional or not. I enjoy being intentional with that. So, like,
I see what you're saying. You want, because it's a shout out to him, it's not so much that something we're saying could be a little bit outdated, but it's accrediting the artist. You don't want that credit to be diluted with time. You want it
like
to...
so Pinterest is a great example.
Oh,
I absolutely
gosh.
hate.
That's where we found this guy. Although we did...
Surprisingly, it had his name on the
Yeah.
Pinterest post. Pinterest is notorious for being horrible at giving the original source to the content. And honestly, like, this is just kind of how the internet is, which is a little depressing.
Aw, don't get sad.
But
be
yeah,
sad, Ben.
people don't like to, like, people don't care. People don't care about sources, and oftentimes people don't care about, like, context either. But in my opinion, context is often more important than content. Either way, I like to give good references if and when I can.
That's a good way to go about it.
So thank you, Ahan, for your beautiful
Yes.
work that we are going to attempt to learn from.
Yeah, and I like that, we're going to try to learn from what he's done here. He's clearly a very proficient, very advanced artist. At least I think so. And it's like a master study, Oh, that's the wrong layer.
Yes, what would be a master copy?
Yes, although it won't be a very masterful copy, I think. But, we can try. Or at least
yeah.
my copy won't be very masterful.
I'm more
copy.
so going for the idea of it.
Yeah,
That's
me
always
too.
what you say.
The idea, the impression. It's very impressionistic. Let's see here.
Let's see here.
I'm struggling already. You know what? I thought the Legos. You know why I chose the Legos was because I was like, cool.
The easy
easiest
one.
ones.
The easy one.
But they're actually so straight and exact that I a little bit am not sure what to do. Yeah.
Well, I
and
guess you're
keep
gonna have to
selecting-
get straight and exact, huh?
Yeah, I mean, granted, there's a whole lot of tools to help me do that.
Get on it.
But even those, like, I don't even know how good I am at utilizing those tools.
I am waiting
I
to
am.
see what you can do.
We will see what I can do. How is it going over there? What have you done so far? How are you starting? What's the big strat today?
I'm figuring out how to do my layers here, unsuccessfully. But yeah, now I'm just gonna get in, kind of rough it up and go.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's just go time. Let's just go.
Just
Let's
go time.
Jump out the airplane and go.
Whoa, what?
Would you ever skydive? Segway.
Maybe. I don't know.
I could probably just draw one of these and duplicate it.
That's cheating.
No, it's not. It's efficiency.
I don't know if I would ever skydive. Would you skydive?
I think
I probably would, but like I would honestly be probably like terrified.
I would be really scared. I think I could now. I think earlier in my life that did not sound even remotely even fun. But nowadays I'm like, I could see myself like getting up the courage to do it and being fine.
I think it would be fun. I think it'd be fun and scary. It'd be scary until you're out there floating.
Yes. And I'm pretty good now in my life at like thinking forward to that moment of what's to come.
The greatest things in life lay on the other side of fear.
Oh, that's a cool quote. I haven't heard that.
I don't know who originally is attributed for that quote, but I think I've heard like Will Smith say it once, or
It's so true though. I feel like
what's the guy's name who does Family Feud? Who's a little bit weird.
I don't know,
Big
Phil.
bald
yeah,
black
Steve
guy.
Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
He says
yeah.
that too? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's a very inspirational guy.
Oh, I
every
didn't
once
know
in a
that.
while.
No, that's cool.
I think he's got some he's caught some flack for saying some weird
I
things,
feel like
but I don't remember what.
You can't be that much in the limelight and be a human being who says things and not catch flack for something at some point.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
I have no. I mean, I don't know. He could have said something terrible, and I'm just like, yeah, it's probably not that bad, but I'm not defending anything because I haven't heard anything. But
I am. I'm defending Steve.
I'm going to die on this hill.
For Steve.
For Steve.
I don't know what you did, Steve, but I'm here for you, man. You need somebody to talk to.
I don't know, and I'm not asking.
Oh, you're going for your Legos. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how it going?
Well, here's the thing about surface material.
Uh-huh.
I like your sound. Here's the thing about surface.
Tell me the thing.
Hard surface.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's difficult. It's unforgiving.
Oh.
It is unforgiving.
Oh, is it?
If I have a mistake here, they're gonna know.
Who's? I'm sorry. Who?
They're gonna know.
Who's they?
Everybody who looks at it.
And who's looking at it?
The people that look at it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's just gonna be so brazenly apparent that I'm like struggling. So that's what I've already discovered about hard surface stuff.
That's a good place to start, probably. You know, it's gonna be judged.
Yes, and it will not be judged kindly, nor should it be really. I mean, I'm not here to play in the kiddie arena.
No, I'm looking for free handouts. Personally, everybody, if you could judge mine, you can judge hers hard. That's fine.
I just want warm love and encouragement.
Yeah, just tell me I'm doing great, please. Somebody, for once.
We have people who tell us we're doing great all the time, and I love them.
This is true.
So sweet, so supportive. It really makes a difference, actually, to have. And I didn't realize that. It makes me really want to like go out and find like artists, young artists, old artists, any artist, and encourage them.
Wow.
Because of how much I feel like I've benefited by being encouraged.
Yeah, artists are a scared little bunch, right? They need
They're
that
a
encouragement.
Sensitive lot.
So Lego, not a lot of texture on a Lego, so you're really gonna have to focus on creating some clean values, Abby.
Yes.
I am attempting to do some texture. I think I'm going too big, too small, too fast. Mm-hmm. Now, I gotta continue going back to big stuff. I'm getting tunnel vision in the wrong area.
You can bring this back. Wow, this Lego was... Maybe I should have started with the meat, because this Lego is hurting my brain with how difficult it is. But that's okay, because great things lie at the other end of fear and Legos.
And Legos.
And drawing them.
That's right. Great things lie on the other side of Legos.
Did you have Legos when you were young?
Yeah, I think so. Not like... I wasn't like a Lego kid,
No.
right? But,
Okay.
you know, I had like maybe 1 or 2 sets growing up. I had Bionicles.
Oh, love Bionicles.
I thought Bionicles were really cool.
They were really cool. That is a fact. I think they had a game on the internet.
Yeah.
When such things were new.
There was, yeah.
And
Yeah, actually, there was like, okay, so everybody, well, at least a lot of people remember how online games were like the thing growing up in school. Like Mini Clip, Albino Black Sheep, Congregate. A lot of these websites, well, like Congregate's still around, but I believe it's still around. But a lot of these websites were really like just prevalent throughout school. It's like what you did during your downtime in class. It's like, oh, teacher said we can like just hang out and chill. Time to do this. Like I feel like that probably doesn't exist. Like with smartphones, like.
Oh yeah, there's probably. I mean, it's not as universal.
Right.
Well, everybody's on the same apps though now, so in a new form.
It's been replaced by TikTok and the Gram and whatnot.
Yes.
For better or worse. But do you remember how like everyone was jumping on this bandwagon? Like all the businesses were like, oh, we got to get in on this, and we got to have our cereal coupon code that you can redeem on our dumb game online. It's like, oh, I got to go do that.
Yes, everything had a code on it that you could take online and mess around with.
I remember one that my friend played. I was never into it, but I can't remember exactly what cereal it was, but like the amount of cereal this kid had to go through.
Oh my gosh.
Like had to be a lot to like get these in-game reward. I mean, it's genius marketing when you think about it. Like, I'll just get the kid to buy more cereal, or not the kid, but the kid's parents. Like,
right.
I need this cereal, Mom. I don't even like it. It's terrible.
My favorite, actually.
You had like was it Neopets? Were you into Neopets? You had some.
No,
you had
Nintendogs.
Nintendo. You had something. I feel like.
I played the Captain Crunch Berries PC game. That had a CD.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you raised little Crunchberry beings and taught them to skateboard.
Crunchberry beings.
Pretty sure we might have even talked about this before.
I feel like I would remember Crunchberry beings, Abby.
You raised them from like. I don't remember what you raised them from, but you had to raise them, and they were pretty cool. I liked that game a lot. You had to skate.
What did they look like?
Like little, remember those like spiky goosh balls?
Spiky goosh balls? Yeah, like the things that you squeeze and they'd like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they had like all the tendrils off of them.
Mm-hmm, I did.
I think they looked like that, but I think they grew feet after a while so they could skateboard.
Spiky goosh ball was my nickname in high school.
No, it wasn't. But that was a cool game. There was one that was like a fox, a spy fox. Oh, that was his name, Spy Fox?
Slifer?
No.
Or Slifer. Oh my god. Oh god. Now I'm blanking. Was it called Spy Fox? Are you talking about the PlayStation game, the old PS1 game?
Oh no, I'm talking about the PC game where you played as Spy Fox.
My brain went from... Okay, so first of all, Slifer is a Yu-Gi-Oh thing, but I was thinking of Swiper from Dora.
Yeah.
But what I'm actually thinking of is it might have been Swiper the Spy... Oh my gosh, why... I can't remember. I'm totally blanking. Either way, that was a pretty fun game growing up. But that was like an actual kind of like money went into a game, not like a serial game.
No, I don't even know what level of game Spy Fox was, but it...
Tell me about Spy Fox. I'm very interested.
It was in the same era as like Freddy the Fish and...
Oh yeah,
Putt
good old...
Putt the car that went to the
Oh,
moon.
yeah. I have no idea what you're talking
those
about.
Little... You'd get the games from the library. Did you ever get games from the library?
No.
That's where I got my games, was usually from the library.
No.
Or PC games. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do like a ton of... the games that I had were few, but I played those few games a lot. One of those situations.
Oh yeah, that's how you do. But no, we'd get our games from the library, and then you have to beat them before it was time to return them. Which did not always pan out.
Especially when you're young.
But we were very young, so it didn't really matter.
Well, like, when I look back at Ocarina of Time, one of the games of my middle childhood, like probably, let's see, when did that come out? 98, 99? So I would have been an age around then. I would have been 6.
Yeah, very little.
So like when I look back at that game now, like I played the 3DS remake when that came out, and I'm like, whoa, this is like kind of a hard game for a 6-year-old. Like just thinking about that.
Maybe that's why we're so nostalgic for those games, is we just remember them being so much harder.
Well, maybe it's that, like, I feel like I remember it took me a long time to beat that game when I was a kid. But like looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, this isn't like, this wouldn't take that long to beat. Like,
No. Huh.
no, not at all. But like it might have just been that I was young and like too dumb, not knowing how to do it.
That was me with a game called The Neverhood.
Oh, I feel like you've talked about this.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Complete claymation game.
Oh, yep, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, super cool. They actually just made NFTs for it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they jumped on the bandwagon. But that was a cool game that my dad would always have to help me figure out. There was the one part where you had to record all these symbols that popped up on the screen in a certain order. It was actually kind of like, it was in the era of Myst, if you remember that PC game.
Sure do.
And it was similar, but a lot more whimsical.
More whimsical. Yeah, I have seen it.
Really cool.
I have not played it myself.
I don't think I'm gonna do more than the Legos.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Okay,
doing
so
a
that's actually what I was just about to
job.
ask you. I was about to swap over to the bread, but I think I'm gonna stick with my meat here. I was
Yeah?
gonna leave it where it is, but no, I'm gonna work more on my. No, it's not meat. It's grapefruit.
Yeah?
You got the meat. Think you can continue and do more with your Lego?
I mean, I'm doing a real bad job.
That's okay. Well, I'm gonna give you some time to correct it while I
I'm not doing well.
hopefully fix my
My perspective is bad.
My perspective is bad.
It's all bad.
Well, hey, make it better.
Yeah, you're right.
You got time. I'm
You're right.
giving you the gift of time.
Gift of time.
Let me get in here with my beautiful
Sure.
shadows.
And then we need a highlight just under that, because that's there.
Oh, whoa! That looks.
That's not mine.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no. I know that's the drawback of doing a painting of a painting, is that you can see how it looks in its most perfect form as a painting
not
already.
most perfect, but yeah. I get what you're saying.
This guy, he achieved perfection. This is Nirvana.
Nirvana grapefruit. Get yours today.
Like, you could have put this Lego in Arcane on Netflix. It would have fit in.
Oh.
Because that was an excellent art style they had in Arcane.
Yeah, shout out.
Fit right in.
Shout out to Arcane.
Love that show. It was a very good show.
It was very cool, yeah. That was a fun show to watch. Yeah, so funny enough though, like I had not heard anything about that show before it released. And then it was just out for like, I don't know, a week or more before like anybody started talking about it online. And then everybody was talking about it.
Right. It built a little slow, but it was super cool.
Yeah, I don't know like how that one initially kind of flew under the radar.
Do you think a lot of people started playing League of Legends after that came out?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah?
sure like a ton of people did. Not me. I'm good.
No.
No.
I heard some people say like, don't go play League of Legends just because you like the show. It's not the same.
I completely agree. Yeah, cool show. I'm not like, I don't know if you know anything about League of Legends, do you?
I do. Well, now that the show came out, I do.
Oh, okay.
But not a lot. I mean, we did
I mean
watch...
the game. Like, do you know anything about the game?
I know there's something called the lanes.
Uh-huh.
It's like 3v3 or 5v5.
Sure.
And you can do little side quests and fight mushrooms. And you got your squad.
I didn't know there
and
were
they
mushrooms.
collect fruit for you.
Anyway, so... yes, there are lanes in the game, and the objective is to go I played League of Legends maybe twice. way back when it first came out, and I have not played it since. But the idea is that it's I believe a 5v5. But anyway, each team has like this big giant crystal, right? And you got to protect your crystal.
Okay, so kind of like capture the flag.
Except the enemy team is trying to beat up your crystal. They're gonna punch it.
Okay, so still like capture the flag.
It's punch the flag.
It just takes a little bit longer to capture it. Because
They
instead of bringing it back, you just punch it up.
So yeah, they're attacking your flag, but there's a lot of other stuff on the way there, including your team to defend your flag, and simultaneously you are trying to go punch their flag, and that's the whole game. But yeah, the reason why I never really got into it is because the games take forever.
Do they?
They're like at least at the very like minimum like 30 plus minutes for just one game.
How
so
long
like you
is
can't
a
play
game
a quick
of,
one.
What's that other game you were playing?
What game?
Apex?
Yeah, that's not nearly as long. Like that game could last like 2 minutes.
Oh really? Huh.
if you're bad and you die real quick. But yeah, I like that game because the only real games that I do play anymore are games that I can play with friends, because I don't really have like a ton of time for single player games experiences.
Yeah.
Like not very often. Has to be something pretty unique.
To make it worth your time.
Which doesn't really happen very often. Although that one that I played and you watched most of, Inscription, sorry.
Oh, Inscription was so cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. So if I do play games anymore, it's like gotta be something that I can like hang out with friends, while I do. And those games are nice and quick and easy to get in and do. So that's why I like them.
I like games.
We like board games. We play some board games a lot.
That I
am good at
and can figure out really fast. I like the galactic mining game that you showed me.
Oh yeah, Deep Rock Galactic.
Yes, that one's cool.
Abby is not someone who has played first-person shooters very much.
Ever.
So that was like her first experience with a first-person shooter.
Reminded me of Lego Racers too.
And it was so funny because I would be, walking around in the game and I would see Abby and I'd be like, Abby, we're supposed to go over here. And I'd just see her character like spinning around in circles.
No, it wasn't that bad.
You were.
It wasn't that bad.
It was.
But honestly though, I think I had a lot of fun with it because I was genuinely so afraid. I was so scared.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that game also had...
Oh, my heart rate.
Yeah.
My heart. It was so frightening, but it was so fun. Same with Valheim. Which
we should
you wouldn't
totally...
think somebody could get that scared of Valheim, but I did.
We should totally get back into that. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, your mansion that you built in that.
Okay, yeah. So my inner 3D modeler came out in Valheim. If nobody knows what Valheim is, it's like how would you describe Valheim?
Like Minecraft for grown-ups.
Minecraft for grown-ups.
Yes.
You're like Vikings and you can explore and slay dragons, and I don't know if there's actually dragons in it, but you're trying to survive, and you can like build houses and whatever. And the only thing that I did in the entire game was I just built a giant fort.
I think that's what I think it appeals to people on that level. Who like Minecraft. I went on scary missions into the crypts.
Ooh.
And I did that, I remember once, kind of late in the evening, on a day when I had to get up early for work the next day. Big mistake, because I went to bed and my heart was just like, oh my gosh, that was really scary. And turns out I don't have a high tolerance for scary things.
I did know this, actually.
Was it readily apparent? I'm sure it was a little too obvious.
Well, you won't watch any movies with zombies in them.
I just don't like zombies.
Abby?
And I'm scared of them.
There you go.
And I'm scared of them. But also I don't like them.
You're also scared of them, though.
Yeah.
Look.
So you know, it's a mutual thing. They don't like me, I don't like them. We just don't like each other, and that's fine.
That's just how it is.
Ben, how are you doing on your grapefruit?
Great. I'm starting to add in the finishing touches.
Me too.
What are you doing for finishing touches?
Oh man, Ben, sighing and bemoaning my lack of ability.
Well, your Lego, how's it? I'm not looking. I haven't looked in a long time. I'm gonna keep it a little surprise for myself.
So I think I've learned.
What have you learned?
That hard surface modeling is not easy.
Well, not modeling.
Hard surface rendering.
There you go.
Is not an easy thing at all.
Really? What's tough? What's the hard part?
Well, you know, I
All
like
of
to
it?
draw the furry animals where you just kind of draw on some fur and...
Yeah, so that's why I actually thought the Lego would be good for you, because you do like that stuff, and you don't do like the solid form type stuff too often. So I think that's a good exercise, right?
I think it has been a good exercise. It definitely made me want to perhaps maybe watch a tutorial, maybe just one, to learn something about how I could have approached this a little differently.
Yeah.
And had more success.
Maybe Ahan's got a tutorial for us.
Maybe who?
The guy who made these.
Oh yeah, we should look into his work some more.
I mean, who better to learn from
than the original creator? Yes, he did a really good job with his. And mine, so if his are Legos, mine are Mega Blocks.
Mega Blocks?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Or is it the proportions or like?
It's all of it. It's the Mega Blocks, and it's the fact that
Mega
it's
Blocks.
generally like a lesser quality than the original
that's
Lego.
That's actually hilarious.
Yes.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because I forget what the exact number, but Lego actually has like an extremely low, I forget the terminology, but essentially fail rate for their Lego pieces when they are essentially creating them from molds. It's like a very, very low fail rate. They're like extremely accurate, and they have their whole process down to a science. But that's fine.
Mega Blocks.
But Mega Blocks. Oh no, not Mega Blocks. No.
I could see that being the case. Mega Blocks were obnoxiously randomly scattered into our giant bins of Legos that we had. We just had those wild assortment Lego bins.
Yeah.
That we collected over a period of time. And every once in a while you'd get a whatever the off brand is. Maybe it wasn't Mega Blocks, like the giant children's toy Legos. There was, it might have been though. There was some off-brand Lego that would, not Mega Box, I wrote the word boxes. There was some off-brand Lego, and it would slip into your box of Legos. Maybe somebody bought you a set, maybe a grandma or an aunt or somebody, and it would be in the box, and you'd be building, and it would be the perfect size and shape for what you needed, and it wouldn't fit because it was wrong.
What a sad day. What a sad story.
It was a long story, but it was good. It was a lot of payout at the end. I think people who listen to the entire thing will be glad they did.
I'm just trying to get my pen to work. It's still acting up every once in a while. And not quite as bad as the before times, but still being a little finicky. Do you ever have any issues?
With my pen? Only when the tip comes a little unscrewed.
I don't think that's it, but maybe I just need to really crank down on it, give it get some pliers, twist it really hard. But also, my pen, it used to make this, my pen used to make a weird clicking sound, and in all honesty, my pen might just be, not doing so hot.
Really?
I genuinely don't know, but just a theory.
Well, how
a drawing
do
theory.
you think your grapefruit turned out?
Some people will get that reference. My grapefruit turned out beautifully.
Let me see.
There's no, not yet. Hold on. I gotta clean it up first. Do you mind if I clean up my grapefruit? It'll take but a moment
That is absolutely fine. I could definitely, I guess, work on my Legos some more. I'm sure there's something I could have done to redeem this. I could
But
darken the
a
interior
moment.
of these pieces here.
I have an idea to just clean up the edges of my fruit. Do you like grapefruit? I think grapefruit's pretty nasty.
There's a reason you dump so much sugar on it.
But yeah, that kind of that defeats the purpose, right?
I guess in
Of it
hindsight,
being like a semi-healthy snack.
yeah. I feel like it's got a lot of healthy properties, though. In hindsight, I don't actually dislike my Legos. I feel like for my first stab at Legos, they're pretty good.
Not bad Legos.
No, not bad Legos. I take back what I said. These are
Oh.
nice Legos.
Okay.
I'm gonna erase my self-deprecating mega blocks. Although I really just wanted to write with a scripty.
A scripty? What's a
A
script?
scripty brush.
Oh.
A calligraphy brush.
A scripty.
A scripty, see?
I like it.
Yes. no,
I'm
they're all
adding
good.
some subsurface scattering to my meat. Or grapefruit. Gosh dang it. Can't help it.
Take out this one.
Do you know what subsurface scattering is, Abby?
Not enough to like go into great detail here. Why don't you tell me what it is?
It is when you have light that penetrates into a material, such as your skin.
Ooh.
So, like, if you've ever seen your ears with a light behind you, like the sun, your ears will be red.
Oh, okay.
Very good
Yeah.
example. Or if you hold your hand up to a light, some of the light will go through your hand. You can actually see it all the way through your fingers. The skin,
Wow.
especially the skin around your the tips of your fingers, or the non-tips of your fingers. You know, the knuckles. That's what it's called.
Oh, the knuckles. Yes, absolutely. What everybody calls that. I want to see. Let me see.
Yeah, chill. Okay, here's my
That looks
grapefruit.
amazing.
They're my grape.
Honestly, if you put those two next to each other, like, oh, I guess I would be able to pick it out now that I look at it more deeply, but only because it's sitting right there.
Well, here, let me hide it. Oh, look, it's just mine.
It looks so good. Your highlights, it looks so juicy and wet and grapefruity.
Ew.
Well, that's
Ugh.
in the context of grapefruit, that is a good
Blech.
thing. I like that so much.
Why?
That looks like it was really fun to work on. Now I wish I'd done something organic.
So you should have done the grapefruit.
I
You
should have
shoulda
done the grapefruit or the
So
meat.
next time, I'll do something hard surface,
Mm-hmm.
and you do something organic. Well, let me check out your Lego. What?
Can you even tell them apart?
Yeah, I can.
I know.
But you did a really good job, and actually, I think that so with this, because it's something so simple, I can see your character coming through, your style that you add on all of your artwork. And it's with your brushstrokes, the way you, like, especially around these cylindrical pieces, which were clearly duplicated. I saw you duplicate them.
Yes.
You did a very good job, though. I like it a lot. I think for being such a simple thing, you added a lot of fun texture to it.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't know how I feel about this being my style, though. I think I need to up my game.
Well, like, not your style. Like, obviously, it's not concretely shaped, right? Like, it's not perfectly blocky in perspective. But, like, the surface, like, the color that you've used here is really fun.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, with that, thank you for watching, everybody. You can join us by sharing your
Material studies.
online using the hashtag Drawbli. You got it that time.
I did.
And click the subscribe button to be notified of future videos. And this is the part where we say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you, everybody. I liked your Lego. I think you did a very good job on your Lego.
Thank you. I think seeing it next to that Lego makes it look pretty bad, but just standing alone as a Lego,
Very nice Lego.
perhaps it has something to offer this world.